Alright guys, Anthem. Let's go ahead, hop into a game, give you guys some gameplay, and then we'll show off the customization and really everything about the game. So, right now we're using a tactical rifle, so it doesn't fire super fast, but it tends to do good damage in the head. Now, we are playing with other people too, which is really awesome. Hit those tanks. The other weapon that we have is a sniper. You gotta charge it up. It does so much damage too, it's great. But you don't get very many shots.
Be careful. There's an Escari leading them. Huge, dangerous. It's been making trouble.
There's a little story that you can play the demo. Yeah, so we're playing the demo. Now, I have played this game before, but that was a while back, and that was under an NDA. But, let's go ahead and check out the new Anthem. So, I really wanted to focus in on, is the game good? Because a lot of people are talking about the game, and it's a pretty big game. I mean, it's definitely one of the bigger games that's coming out this year. And there's a lot of negative, I would say, criticism as of right now. But some of the criticism, like, I can't log in, like, I don't really count that, like, because it's a demo. Game hasn't actually launched yet. So I'm not going to complain too much. Let's go and show off some of the abilities. So we have an acid, like a homing acid attack. And then we've got a sticky grenade that you can stick to people. Now, I am playing on the PC. But I am using a controller. I just feel like the game runs much better with a controller. Poison him and let him take some dot damage. But my initial impressions of this game reminds me a lot of Mass Effect Andromeda, like as far as the combat goes, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I like that game's combat. I just wish that you had a lot more skills at your disposal that you could use at one time. So you can see this sniper rifle doesn't mess around. But you don't get very many shots with it. Look at that, hits for 1439, whereas our other gun, which fires pretty slow, is already hitting for like 100 and something. Most people are using the default weapons, but we had some. But this thing just dinks the heads real easy. Go ahead and use some melee attacks. Do this. So, one of the complaints that I've seen, which was like the enemies are bullet sponges, yes, on the higher difficulties, that will be a thing with referring people. You can't actually hit them.
Call.
Yeah, that's me. How did you...
Matthias Sumner sent me. He needs you to...
Oh, that jerk.
To analyze this?
Where did you get this? The energies it's giving off. I can evaluate this data back at the fort.
I'll take Aruna and the rest of the prisoners in the Strider. You should take out that Escari she mentioned. Kidnapping? Sounds like bad news.
Okay, so we just hopped into the middle of like a mission, I think, but it's pretty much at the start. But yeah, as far as the customization in this game, it's actually pretty cool. We're talking visual. It does cost gold. Now, is that going to be some type of currency that you have to buy? I don't know. The whole microtransactions of this game, that's not ready. That's the main thing I think most people should be concerned about. But in terms of like the way the game looks, it looks great. I think that's objective, right? We can objectively say this game looks amazing. It plays really smooth. But I'm wondering, is the game going to be too repetitive? That's the thing I'm kind of concerned about too. Throw that sticky nade on him. Oh my gosh, he's right in front of me. So we're gonna go up here. Alright. Let's go ahead and try to snipe him now. Swap to the sniper. So yeah, the sniper you do have to charge. I'm gonna try to get a headshot.
That's it. Escari trouble dealt with.
We'll rip that guy. Oh, I didn't even know that. You can shoot with the gun and instantly melee. Because you have to charge it up. And if you swap to another weapon, it counts it. Alright, so let's see. What loot will we got? So a lot of the missions is like go here, do this little quick little thing, and then you collect your loot. But I will show you guys the town and the main important part of the game, like that I think most people want to see and talk about, because I did want to like briefly talk about the game. Now, like I said, there's a lot of criticism going around for the game. Like I've seen some streamers where like they're streaming the game, the faces of people are missing. I've seen that. I've seen where the audio is completely missing. I'm not going to dock the game points on that because that's something that is like a bug, obviously. That's not like an intentional game design thing. I understand when people get frustrated that the game was not working. When you just hop into a game, you expect it to work. And like I said, I don't really blame people for getting upset at those kinds of things, but that's not a design decision. The design decisions that I'm more concerned about is how is the customization in this game? Because that's something I want to know. So we got some loot over here. We got a uncommon sniper rifle. We already have a rare one, so we're going to continue, obviously, to use that. But you get different things, and we can go ahead and salvage. Like, let's say we want to salvage this. We go ahead and salvage this, get some type of material, and you can see you have, like, a max inventory. But you can obviously craft other things, but I want to go into town, show you the customization, which is what I would consider something that a lot of people are interested in seeing, because most people have seen the gameplay, but I'm here to really talk about, is the game good? As far as the demo, I think that what it does offer is basically an introduction to the game. There are other javelins, which are basically your classes that you can pick, because certain classes can only use certain guns. Now let me go ahead and go over here and show you the customization. Now I did play under a earlier version of this game, but a lot of these things weren't available for me, so some of this stuff will be new to me as well. But you can see over here, you can check the components for like different, you can see I can move to junk, I can salvage our stuff. You can see the different components that we have that will add some certain things to our suit, which will give us different health, or as you can see, this is melee inscription. And as far as the gear goes, you can see there's the Ranger, the Storm, the Colossus. These are different javelins, and of course, different classes are going to have different things that you can use. Obviously, going to the weapons, you can see it says usable by all javelins, and there's one over here that says usable by Colossus only. So certain things are only available for other classes, which is just normal for some games. But what I was really interested in and finding out is if there's like sets, are there uniques? And I don't mean like uniques as in like it's just a different stat stick, because I really value games like Path of Exile or Diablo, where you have these things that completely change around a build. It's not just like, oh, you get more damage or more health, right? But here, we're going to go ahead and go into the Forge. It's just a demo as of right now, but those are the things that I would be more interested in seeing. I don't want just to continuously play the game. Even though, let's say I get more damage on my gun, the health of my opponents is also going to be scaling in the game. Therefore, my experiences will kind of feel the same. It doesn't feel like you're getting that power creep boost. But like I said, I did want to showcase off the customization because I thought it was quite cool. So let's go ahead and go to paint first. Now, I don't know if you're going to have to pay for any of these paint customizations in the future. But as far as the paint job goes, you can see there's different fabrics on the armor, which is really cool. I think that's really cool. Not only can you change the way it looks, but you can also change, of course, the color. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like if I go ahead and change the color. Now, again, all these are available like right now without paying anything. However, like I said, you can fully customize it. The thing that's lighting up is what can actually be changed in the game. But I wanted to also showcase off the different like helmets and stuff that you can buy. So you can see to unlock this helmet, there's only one available as of right now, but it's considered to be rare. You can see it costs 25 coins. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to acquire those like by just doing missions, or if these are going to be cash currency. There's also something called shards. Again, this is something that we don't know about, which is something that I don't really mind in games. If it's just cosmetic, I'm not going to complain at all, regardless of how cool the skin looks. If it's not a gun or something that gives you extra damage, I really don't mind. In fact, I would like to see this game have PvP, but as of right now, we don't have that. It's just basically just play PvP, kill some stuff, level up, and there are other javelins. But you can see over here, oops, we want to go over to loadout. So if we go to loadout, you can see I can equip different things. So I showcased off the venom darts, and then we also had like the sticky grenade. And you can actually equip 2 different weapons, but there's no like primary and secondary as far as I'm aware of. It's just there's different weapons, and like I said, I had the rare one on, and we had the marksman rifle and the sniper. The sniper rifle does an insane amount of damage, but it does definitely take up a long time to actually fire the shot. Plus, you only get 5 shots before you have to actually gain ammo. But I wouldn't worry too much about ammo. You can run out of ammo, but you can just pick it right back up. You don't get infinite ammo in the game. You do have infinite melee attacks. I don't think there's any game that's like you have limited melee attacks, but there's a cooldown on it. But you can see over here for the armor, there's different components over here. And I only have 1 slot unlocked. I don't remember what was the last, like the highest level we can get in like the previous version that I played, but in the demo I believe 30 is the highest level that you can get, which as you level up you'll get extra slots, so you get extra components that you can put into your javelin, and some of these affect your javelin quite a bit. You can see the one I have right here is giving me extra health. If I was to swap to another one, you can see the health, you can see it's 186, 18. It's a huge difference. So obviously these are going to matter a lot, but I'm fine with this. Again, it just depends on how they monetize the game, as this is going to be a game that you will be needing to buy in the first place. But I like the customization. Like I said, as far as the paint and stuff goes, being able to change so many different parts of the javelin is really cool. I hope that they give you this many options at the very start of the game, but obviously they're going to add more. More like there's some type of way to randomly unlock them or acquire them, which again with the cosmetics I don't care about too much if they monetize that section of the game. But I'm going to show you guys the town. There is kind of like this sense of I don't know, Mass Effect-ish, because it is BioWare, but like you can talk to people and you can respond in different ways. But overall I think the game has a lot of potential. But again, I've played this game in a previous state. My main concern is the repetitiveness of doing things over and over. There are different bosses that you can fight where you're going to have to like jump over certain things, and there's more interaction, and I like that. But for me, I really like PvP in games, and I'm really curious to see what they do with that, if there is going to be any in the game. But here's a little town. You cannot run, by the way. There's a lot of areas that are technically like locked off. Oh, okay, we can go over here. This is new to me. Okay. So you can see
Hey, what are you doing?
the town over here. Looks like he's grilling with like a shovel. Okay. And you know what? Like I said, I was seeing a lot of criticism, and people were like complaining that oh my gosh, the thing that he's grilling with is going through his shoulder. Like honestly, I don't care about that kind of stuff. I'm mostly interested in the gameplay, and it seems pretty smooth. Objectively, we can say that the audio is on point. Again, unless it's glitching and there's no audio. But as far as like the world, it looks pretty cool. Now, some people obviously you can't interact with, but there are certain people that you can talk to, and you'll have these options. Let's go ahead and see add to Cortex. This content is only available in the following. Okay, so it's not available during the demo, but there are little things that you can explore. Like I said, I did play an earlier version of the game. I can't talk too much about that, but as far as the game goes, there's a lot more content in this one. I don't think there's anything that I could tell you in the previous versions that would really matter, with the exception of like the intro area. But overall, the game seems like it has a lot of potential. Definitely. I think people are interested in this type of a game, like a looter shooter here. But I think that it's too early to really say if the game is going to be good as far as like the longevity of the game, and if people are going to get bored of it too fast. But obviously that'll come out later down the line. But I got you guys the gameplay. I got you guys the customization, and I showcased off what you can buy with the gold that's in the game. There is a story. It's not just like a multiplayer only. There is like a story to the game, but obviously in the demo, it's going to be limited stuff. But let me go and show you some of like the dialogue that you can have with people. So we're going to go ahead and just talk to them.
You know it. Just had a contract dealing with scars. I show up and they're messing with a relic. Good thing some buddies jump on the call. We've got elementals swarming, scars everywhere, then a love-struck Koroks shows up.
What happened?
Teamwork, fancy flying, and one heck of a lucky shot. Next thing I know, the relic's silent, the Koroks has a new friend, and we come out all right.
I'm starting to see where you got the nickname.
It could have gone straight sideways, I'm telling you, but that's what family's for. Stronger together, right?
Alright, we're gonna go flying solo. So you can select one of those.
Backup's handy, but it's nice to fly out solo too.
Time in your own, just you and a cipher against the wild. I hear you. Whatever's right for the moment. My next gig might be solo at this point.
Is there a problem?
My buddies and I thought we'd team up on another contract. Last one went well, so why not, right? Now they can't agree which job to take. I just want something logged in the pending contracts report.
What are your options?
An Arcanist looking for a lost vault. Gotta love some mystery. Or the fort needs people to take on hostile wildlife. Guaranteed action there.
Going toe-to-toe with the creatures out there keeps you sharp. Makes the fort safer, too.
That's what we're here for, isn't it? I'm all for that. All right, buddy. Using you as the tiebreaker. Wish me luck.
Not sure you need it.
Yeah. I'll see you around.
Now, for those of you guys that don't like the dialogue, you can completely skip on it. You can just hit a button and it'll skip the dialogue. But I'm just really interested in seeing what this world has to offer. And as far as I'm aware of, in February, this is like one of the biggest games that's coming out in February. So I'll definitely be checking out the game myself. Because, well, in January we have Kingdom Hearts, then in March we got Devil May Cry, which I'm really, really excited about. But I will definitely be checking out this game and showcasing it off to you guys. As far as this game goes, like I said, it has so much potential to be really cool, and I think it is a little bit too early to say if the game is going to be like absolutely amazing or not. It has the potential for sure, but it's not like 0 out of 10. Like, I understand people are upset that they couldn't connect and they're complaining about that kind of stuff, but it's sad to say, but I think I've come to the point where I expect games not to work day one. But this is just a demo, and with this demo, hopefully, you know, day one the servers will be up. But let me see if I can actually show you the other javelins here, which are the different suits, and there are probably going to be multiple suits. Let me see if I can actually change. Is there? That's just appearance. Oh, javelins. Let me hit Y. So I will have to level up. Okay, so yeah, you'll have to level up to actually unlock the other ones. You can see we have the ranger equipped. You can actually have different loadouts. That's actually kind of cool. That's something that I did not know that existed. Maybe it wasn't in the previous build. Maybe hold B. We're going to go ahead and exit. And I'm going to show you one thing that's kind of cool as far as when you start a mission. I do like the idea that you walk up to your suit and you're like, okay, I want to go in. And then once you hit the button, you're going to be able to select it on your map as far as, you know, where to go. I actually want to see if we can go up here. Oh, we can. So this area is like not locked off. But like I said, I felt like we went over the stuff that most people wanted to know, which was obviously checking out the gameplay and how fluid it is. And it definitely feels like a AAA title, with the exception of obviously the bugs, which hopefully will be fixed before the game's launch. But I'm just concerned that with that many bugs also, how is the launch going to be? I mean, it can only help them to have people complain about some of the bug and issues that people are having. But again, I expect games to have bugs day one, but we'll wait and see. I feel like I'm kind of ranting on unnecessarily, but you guys can let me know down below what you think about it. Obviously, you guys on Twitch were talking about it since I was playing it for, you know, a little bit. You guys can let me know what your thoughts are on Anthem. Like I said, I feel like the game's got potential. It's fun enough for me to personally get it myself and showcase it off to you guys via just playing not only the previous demo that I had access to like a while back, but also this one. I think the game has a lot of potential. I feel like I'm repeating myself. But anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. But thanks for watching, guys. And that's my thoughts on Anthem's newest demo. Peace out.